Welcome to the Sideline podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Derek Perez, alongside,
Francisco Martinez.
and let's get straight into it. Um, this is the MMA segment. We're going to talk about UFC 307, who we think is going to win, who we think is going to lose, why, and so on. Starting with the first fight, Tim Means versus Court McGee. For me, this one's an easy one. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be one of the better fights of the night. I'm taking Tim Means though. Court McGee is basically set on retirement already, fighting in his home city, home state. Um, but most of the times that's a disadvantage since everybody's asking for tickets. There's a lot of pressure. So yeah, I think Tim Means with his experience is gonna get get the job done by
Yeah, I
decision.
mean, there's a reason why Tim Means is favored by like 200.
Minus 200.
Yeah, minus 200.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim Means is the lankier fighter. He's the better striker. On the ground, you could say Court McGee is the better offensive wrestler, but Tim Means could hold his own on the ground too. We haven't seen many people finish him. He's coming off a loss to Urus Medic in April 27th, I believe. But before that, he had just beat Andre Filho by second round knockout with a nasty knee. So yeah, I think he could get back on track and get the job done.
Yeah.
And even with all his experience, he's still the younger fighter in this one.
Yeah.
Next up is Carla Esparza versus Tessa Pennington. Look, this is something I gotta bring up. I have never seen someone lose their belt, take a layoff, and then be on the early prelims on the next fight. Carla Esparza will win this one. There is no doubt in my mind that she will. Tessa Pennington is not on her level. Tessa Pennington has good takedown defense. Once she gets there, we've seen Tabitha Ricci, we've seen Mackenzie Dern. All these girls dominate her on the ground. Carla Esparza is better than both of them. She will do it better than both of them, and she will get the job done again by decision 30-27.
Nah, she's gonna dominate. Not even make it to decision.
You don't think you think Tessa Pennington gets finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Carla did finish Jian Jian 2 years ago. No, 2021. So yeah, and she was just a champion a year and a half ago. Next up is Ryan Spann versus Ovince St. Pruitt. Ryan Spann in this one. That's the obvious choice.
Yeah.
St. Pruitt lost his chin years ago. He's been finished in three of his last four. Aside from the Kennedy fight, which he came back and well, Kennedy was injured. He's cutting too much weight. He's already moved up since. Um, if it wasn't for that, he'd be finished in all of his fights since 2020. Ryan Spann, although he also on a three-fight losing streak, he's known for his KO power. He's known for his finishing ability on the feet or on the mat. So yeah, I think Ryan Spann KOs him with a big counter right hand in the very first round.
Yeah, both of them coming off like terrible three span, like their last three fights have been like pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Uh but it's just one's better than the other. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah, Kennedy has more of the finishing ability. He's the younger fighter by 8 years. St. Pruitt is already in his 40s. He's just not at the level he once was when he was fighting John Jones, etc. All right, moving on is Cesar Almeida versus Ihor Potieria. Ihor is the punching bag of the 205 division. Um, and even 185 now. He's moved down to 185. He was a punching bag to 205. Got knocked out by Carlos Oberg. Got finished by Rodolfo Bellato. He got finished by Nikolai Negmarano. Um, Now at 185, he came down, beat Robert Rizek. I can't pronounce that last name either. Um,
Riz?
but then what?
You said Riz. So
I did not say Riz
yeah, you said Riz check.
with a B. Hold up, I'll pull him up real quick.
Riz. Riz
No,
check.
bro,
You're checking my Riz.
I'll pull him up real quick. This is what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I even spelled it wrong. This guy, look,
I cannot see that. Oh, Biz check.
yeah,
I thought you
background.
said Riz check. I was like,
All right, yeah, he came down to 185, beat him on short notice, but then got finished by Michel Pereira in less than 60 seconds. Got backflipped on, got guillotined and knocked down in literally a minute. Cesar Almeida is one of the better strikers at 185. I see him chinning him again in the very first round.
Get this bum Eeyore off my screen. I don't want to see him in the UFC anymore.
That's my man right there. All right, next one. You call it out.
Okay, Austin Hubbard versus Alexander Hernandez. I'll go with Alexander Hernandez.
100%. Um, Austin Hubbard. Look, the argument for Austin Hubbard is that he fights at elevation. He's gonna be there as the fight goes on. But in my opinion, his skill level is so bad. Hernandez will just do so much in the first two rounds. Hubbard won't be able to do enough in the last round, and we know Hubbard isn't getting the finish. So give me Alexander Hernandez by decision.
Yeah,
Next up, we got some ranked girls: Marina Rodriguez versus Yasmin Lucindo.
yeah. Give me the Brazilian girl, Mariana Rodriguez.
See, I think Mariana's already towards the end of her career. There's she's the favorite, obviously, but actually no, I think she's an underdog. But most people are picking her. I think Yasmin Lucindo is a lot younger. She has the more firepower. Um, she has the striking ability to stay with Marina, keep up with Marina, and then when it's too close to a round, she'll take it to the ground and win the rounds there. Give me Yasmin Lucindo by split to a clear split decision, if that makes sense. Like the judges gave Marina the fight. One judge gave Marina the fight, even though she didn't deserve it.
Mm, she will deserve it.
She won't deserve it.
She'll deserve all of it.
All right. Next up, Stephen Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley. Who you got?
Give me Joaquin Belkey.
Never talk to me again. Buckley, he has a he doesn't have the footwork. He doesn't have the chin. He all he has is speed and power, right? And even then, Thompson has the perfect style to beat a guy like Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley is always coming forward. Thompson has a Taekwondo style counter ability. He's knocked so many people out. Buckley has been chinned by Kevin Holland. He's been chinned by Alessio de I can't pronounce that Italian name. Alessio, you guys know who I'm talking about. There's someone else. He got chinned by Chris Curtis. All these guys, and now he's on a little win streak at welterweight, and we think he's automatically one of the better fighters in the division. No, Stephen Thompson will show levels in this fight. He's gonna counter him and knock him out within the 15 minutes. Not the first round, but within the 15 minutes.
Nah, I have to disagree with you completely here. He is one of the better fighters in the division
Why though?
because the aura,
The aura.
the aura.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He does have crazy aura at the press conferences. Next up, I don't even know. I'm looking at my phone. Um, Kayla Harrison versus Kelvin Vieira. Who you got?
Kayla Harrison for sure.
Yeah.
Not even
10 to
close.
1 favorite for a reason. She's gonna 30-25, take it to the ground, elbow, 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 take it to the ground, elbow, elbow, elbow. I think Kellen Vieira is tough enough to survive, but 30-25 for Kelly Harrison in this one for
Yeah.
me. Next up, we were just talking about him, Kevin Holland versus Roman Dolidze.
Uh, Give me Roman Dolidze.
See, both these guys have this issue where they don't take over the fight. They're too passive. They don't know when to take over. That's a problem both of these guys have. That's going to be the deciding factor. Who's going to control the pace? Whoever controls the pace is going to win this fight. And on the feet, I think Kevin Holland is slightly better at it. If it stays on the mat, Roman Dolidze. But damage wins fights. So give me Kevin Holland this one by a close split decision.
Yeah,
That's
that's completely fair. Yeah.
yeah. Um Next up, we got the legend Jose Aldo fighting Mario Bautista.
I mean, I'm not gonna choose against the legend. Give me Jose Aldo.
Exactly. Jose Aldo came back for the first time in a year and a half, just 5 months ago. Showed levels against one of the most touted prospects at 135 and Jonathan Martinez. He's gonna do again the same here. Mario Batista. I've never been that high on him. He has good defense. He has solid offenses. But look at his level of competition. He just got by Ricky Simone. Finished Guido. He finished Guido. Guido was 44 at the time, 43. That doesn't mean much to me. Give me Jose Aldo by a very clear decision, 30-26, 30-27. And then on to the co-main event, Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena. And still or and new?
What?
And still or and new?
Wait, cut this out. Wait, I don't even know what you're asking. Wait.
And still the bantamweight champion of the world or the and new bantamweight champion of the world?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
it's
still or
still
and
gonna
new?
I think Raquel will defend her title.
Yeah. Pena, she's coming off a 2 year layoff. She's only getting the shot because she beat Amanda Nunes. I don't think this is deserved. I think the previously mentioned Kayla Harrison deserves a shot more. Um, Pena again coming off career-ending injuries, coming off a 2 year layoff, coming off all these stuff. Everything's going against her, and she just showed up to Salt Lake City a week ago, on Monday. Which is gonna hurt her as this is 4,000, 5,000 feet above sea level. She's not used to the elevation. Raquel Pennington trains out of Colorado. She's already used to it. Give me Raquel by a dirty decision, 48-47.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up about the elevation. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a big factor in the fight.
And in the main event, I'll let you roll.
Give me Alex Pereira. Come on now.
Khalil Roundtree is a kill or be killed type of guy, right? But he doesn't have the it factor, I guess you could say.
The
Alex,
X factor.
the X factor, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, Khalil just hasn't fought the level of competition. He's been chained multiple times in the past. He got chained by Ian Cutelaba. He lost to Marcin Prachnio. He's been on a 5 fight win streak, 4 by finish, but then people are overrating and giving a title shot, even though he hasn't even fought one top contender, just because they don't want to give Magomed Ankalaev the shot. This is food for Alex Pereira. Give me Alex my first round head kick.
First round.
First round.
Mm. Nah, I think it'll be a knockout, but like not that early though.
Not that early. That's how
Yeah,
Alex Pereira fights.
but like
Knockout.
nah, chill. I
Look at his
don't.
last look at his last 3 fights. Second round knockout, which would have been first if he didn't get saved by the bell. First round knockout in 3 minutes. Second round knockout again. Before that, it was a fifth round knockout, but that was Izzy. So we're not counting that. Then first round knockout and first round knockout.
Nah, but he can't keep the streak up. No way.
He's keeping that streak up. Give me Alex Pereira by first round knockout.
I'll say second or third round knockout.
Hmm. Yeah, give me first. Yeah, that'll be it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Chama.